Hi everybody, welcome back to another crochet tutorial. Today I'll be doing a really simple mesh stitch. So I have an example right here for a top that I'm working on right now. This is for like a mesh top, and this is a really simple type of mesh that you can do if you know how to do a chain, double crochet, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Chaining and double crochet, that's all this pattern uses. So you can go ahead and follow along with me. I'll be using just some scrap yarn that I have, starting off with a slip knot. And for this pattern, you'll be doing chains of 3, so in increments of 3, and that'll make sure that you have enough for the mesh. So, and I like the way this one looks because it's exactly like, it looks like a square. I've tried doing it with just one, like a single crochet type, and it doesn't turn out as nice as this one. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to do a chain of 12. So remember, multiples of 3. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Actually, let's do 15. So 3 more. Just so we get a little bit more practice. And then the next step is I'm going to hold this chain right here. And every time that we're starting a new row, we'll be chaining 4. So I'm just holding on to this last one. 2, 3, and 4. And then where we're holding right here, we're going to skip this one and skip the next one. And we'll be doing a double crochet into this next stitch. So now you should have that first mesh stitch right here, and then we'll be continuing to work on to the next one. So we'll be doing a chain of 2 and then skipping this chain and this chain, going into this next third one. Another double crochet. We have our second one, chaining 2 again, skipping these 2 and going into this next one. And I'm just going into the top loop just for simplicity of this tutorial. Now I have 3, and then chain 2 again, skipping this one and this one, going into this one. And then we have our last one. So chain 2 again, skipping that one and that one, and then this should be our last chain. Double crochet into that last chain. So as you can see, this is really simple, especially if you're a beginner. And then the way that you're going to guide yourself by working this up is you're just going to make sure you're doing a double crochet into each of these top posts. So we can go ahead and move on to the next row. And to do that, we're going to do the same thing we did at the beginning, chaining 4 to start. And if you notice, we're doing pretty much making sure we have enough chains for the square. So we'll be chaining 2, and then we're also chaining these 2, and then the double crochet. So 2, 3, 4, flipping my work. And then this post right here will be going into this top part right here. Doing a double crochet. And then chain 2. Another double crochet in here. chain 2, chain 2, last one. And this one, it might be hard to tell, but you'll be able to see the braided chain. So you're going to count 1, 2, and then it should be going into this third one here. And that'll give you your mesh stitch like this. And then you can just keep on working up the rows until you have the amount that you want. And I like this project because it's really easy to just build up on, like if you have a front panel and a back panel, you can just continue like adding rows wherever you want. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed learning how to do this stitch, and I hope you'll join me in the next one.